Part 35, Proportion. We are going to look at mixed examples of proportion. You will find this on page 41 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, Y equals mx plus c to success. Before we are going to look at a few examples, let's just go back to the basics. Remember, proportion can be divided into direct proportion and inverse or indirect proportion. Direct proportion, if the one goes up, then the other one also goes up. If the one goes down, then the other one also go down. Whereby indirect proportion, if the one is up, the other one is down. So if I then decrease this one, what will happen? This one will increase. So if the one decrease, the other one increase. And if this one decrease, then this one will be increased. Okay, increasing. So let's go to the examples. I'm just going to move it a little bit up. Let's see, up to there. Okay. I want you to do number 1 and number 2 and number 3 as well as number 6. Before you start doing it, first identify, is it direct proportion or is it indirect proportion? Okay. Stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, this was exercise 1.13. And we are going to start with number 1. But first, let's just classify it. 15 women can plant a field in 4 days. How long will it take 12 women to plant the same field? So the woman went down 15, it went down to 12. So what will happen to the days? The days will go up. It will take more time because there's less women. Then it will definitely be indirect proportion. If I look at number B, Belgian cost, that's cheese, costs 107 for a half kilogram. How much will 2.5 kilogram of cheese cost? Remember, the more you buy, the more you pay. So if the cheese increase, what will happen to the cost? It will also increase. And if both increase, then it is direct proportion. Okay. The next one, a tap in a bathroom leaks. A bath is underneath the tap and 88 milliliter of water is collected in 10 minutes. How many liters of water are wasted in 1 day? Now remember, a day is having 24 hours, and if I want to take it to minutes, I have to multiply it by 60. So what is happening to the time? The time increase, but it's leaking at a constant rate, so the bath will just become fuller and fuller. So the time increase, the amount of water increase, and if both increase, then it is definitely direct proportion. And if you look at the last one, a holiday is planned for a group of 20 children. And food is bought to last for 15 days. If the number of children was to increase to 25, how long would you expect the same amount of food to last? So what happened to the children? It went up, but it's the same amount of food. So what will happen to the days? It will last less days, so the days will go down. So the children went up, the days went down, then we will say it's indirect proportion. Okay, now let's do it. Let's start with number 1. 15 women can plant a field. Okay, so it's indirect proportion. So it's women and it's days. Okay, and it's 15 women and it's 4 days. How long will 12 women? So let's make this X and Y and Y. Now remember, indirect proportion. This will give us a constant if you multiply like this. So x, y will give us a constant. So if we start multiplying, we are going to say 15 times 4, and that's value of k. So the value of k will be what? 60. So xy equals k. So in the place of this, I will put 12, and I'm looking for y. So I divide 12, and I divide 12. The value of y, what will it be? 5. So let's just read the question. How long would it take 12 women to plant the same field? Therefore, 12 women will take 5 days. Okay. And then the next one, if we just go to number 2, see if we can still fit it. Belgian geese cost 107 for half kilogram, so it's the cost, and this is the mass. So the cost was 107, and it is for a half, so let's make it 0.5. And how will 2.5? So it's 2.5, and let's make it x. Now remember, this is going to give you a constant, so that's why we make it a fraction, we put an equal, and then I can multiply it like this to find the solution. So I will just say 0.5x equals 107 times 2.5. Let's just move it up. Okay, so I will get 0.5x equals, and that will be 267.5. Then I divide 0.5 and I divide 0.5. Let's just still move it up. And if I do that, I'm going to get my answer of x. It will be 5,535. So the cost of 2.5 kilogram is, and there's the amount, $535 Namibian dollar. Okay, let's just get space. Let's just move a little bit down, and let's just get that space again. We can leave it like this. Okay, let's just make space for us. Okay, we are going to look at number 3. A tap in a bathroom leaks. If the bath in this tap, so it's the millimeter, so it's the volume. If I look at this one, it's the volume, and it's going to be the time. So if it's 88 milliliter, it's 10 minutes. But remember, if I want to make, I must make that 24 hours times 60, and that will give me 1440 minutes. Okay, so 1440 minutes. Remember, it's still direct proportion. So I do this, and I cross multiply to find that unknown because there's an equal sign. So then I'm just going to say 10x equals, and it's that 1440 times the 88. So 10x is going to be 126720. I divide 10, I divide 10, and the answer of x will be 12672. So therefore, okay, remember this is in milliliter. So if I want to make it liter, I divide 1,000. So I can say 12.672 liter of water. It's quite a lot. Are wasted. So remember to make sure that your taps are not leaking, to spare water. Okay, let's look at number 6, the last one. Let's just again make space. It's taking a little bit more space. Okay, so let's do number 6. A holiday is planned for a group of 20 children, and food is bought to last for 15 days. So it's the children and it's the days. So 20 children, and it's going to last for 15 days. if the number of children was to increase to 25, how long will you expect the same food? So let's make it x, y, and we make this y. Remember, this is indirect proportion, so we must multiply like this. So it's xy equals k. And we're going to use it 2 times. So we're going to say 20 times the 15. And if we're going to say 20 times the 15, we are going to get the value of k. So the value of k is going to be 300. So then I'm just going to put in the value of x. So 25y equals 300. I divide 25 and I divide 25. So the value of y will be equal to 12. So therefore, the same food will last 25 children for 12 days. And that's how you do direct and indirect proportion.